Something doesn't feel right about this. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm not playing any tricks on you. This is the Create mod in beta 1.7.3. Well, kinda. Okay, maybe I am playing a little bit of a trick on you because we're not actually in beta 1.7.3. Truth is, we're in 1.20.1. But it doesn't say that in the corner, does it? Neither does it really look like it, but of course if I go into my video settings, this is certainly a 1.20.1 mod, and so is Create. So where are we? Well, a fantastic mod pack developer by the name of Spzi has created a sort of downgrade of 1.20 into beta 1.7.3. Check out the mod pack, link in the description because it's fantastic. As you can see, it looks super authentic and it's adorable. Now, of course, as a Create mod aficionado myself, I had to see if it was possible to use Create in this mod pack, and it evidently is, with some changes. So I've been playing Minecraft for a long time, about 11 years, but I'd have to have been playing it for 2 more years than that to have played this version of Minecraft. So I was a little unfamiliar with what was and what wasn't, and, you know, there were some things I expected not to be here, like andesite, of course, that was a later addition, but iron nuggets? There aren't iron nuggets. Read it and weep. No iron nuggets. So I knew I had to do some serious recipe changes. And thus began my journey into learning Crafttweaker and Createtweaker in order to create recipes that look like this. Whoa! Yeah, andesite alloy of course can't take andesite, it instead takes stone and an iron ingot. 8 andesite and 9 iron nuggets would create about 4 andesite alloy, and you can see you can still mix it for a 1-to-1 conversion, right? 9 iron nuggets, quote-unquote, and 9 andesite, quote-unquote, is 9 andesite alloy. Look, I didn't know how to change item names, and I'm a little too lazy to figure it out myself. But I am really proud of this little project because it's completely survival friendly. Like, you could boot up a survival world, play beta, and also be able to play Create mod. So I wanted to show off a few of the recipes I made because I think it's pretty cool. Also, here's the cool thing in the pack. You have bone meal as the dye, and then bone meal as the bone meal, since the framework is still 1.20. One challenge, of course, I had to tackle was the ability to create casings, since that is most predominantly done through stripping your logs. So very easily, I just said logs are worth it. And I'm going to be honest, it is so fun to walk up to a forest, because there's no sprinting in this version, and just turn all the trees into casing. This should be base create. This is so funny. Get cased. Another thing I had to work with is being able to get encased fans to actually process things properly. Oh, and also get ready for one of the more nostalgic sounds of Minecraft. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the good stuff. Also, water doesn't make any sound. I don't know if that's my fault or if it's just a bug, but I guess do note that. God, these old-timey Minecraft sounds, I could listen to them all day. In any case, as you probably guessed, washing gravel can't give you iron nuggets anymore. It has to give you iron ingots, and I also decided to add in a few other items as a drop. I tried to get the math about roughly correct so that it takes a similar amount of gravel to get an amount of iron ingots equal to 9 iron nuggets. I don't know. I'm not a super mathematician, but I also added, as you can see, copper into the pool. This is a bit of a rare drop, but a little bit more common than iron, because, well, you know, it's not in beta. A lot of things weren't in beta. In fact, this is everything that is in beta. That's the list. That's the list of items and blocks. I debated on whether to keep copper out of the pack or not, but so much of Create's identity is copper and brass, so I figured it'd be a disservice to remove it. So instead, you can kind of treat it like Create is what is adding in the copper, because it definitely used to. Now, let me dump a bunch of gravel here just to prove that you do get iron from it, because if you don't get iron from 3 stacks, then I screwed something up and I have to fix that. One regret that I have is that not everything of the Create mod looks super integrated with beta, of course, and I'm not an artist and I don't even want to attempt to emulate the style of this, but what I do find really interesting, there's no iron in that. I may have broken something. In any case, what I find really interesting is how the lighting changes do make everything kind of feel like they fit. Like, especially for me, I think the water wheels, the way the lighting changes affect them, it kind of is that, like, hazy brilliance of beta 1.7.3. So I think that works really well kind of on its own, maybe? I don't know. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. We're getting iron ingots now. Sweet. Look, I'm a YouTuber, not a pack dev. One thing I actually haven't even looked at yet is what a steam engine looks like in this version. I kind of wanted to save, you know, DJojo live reaction to a well, a steam engine. But in any case, I'm really excited about it because I like the recipe I made for blaze burners. I think that's cute. I think that's cute, right? Oh, they make the old fire sound. Oh, that's so nice. Anyways, it's a nice little, like, nether required, because netherrack is a nether requirement in this version of the game, of course, and I don't know. But what does a steam engine look like, right? I mean, does it look cool? Does it not look cool? Does it look terribly out of place? Maybe I've been around Create too much to really tell. One annoying thing is the creative menu doesn't work, since it's kind of like, it only will display things in Minecraft Beta because of how they set it up to work, which is fine, but being searchless slows me down so much. Also, JEI washing recipes crash the game. I can't show you any of my washing recipes because it crashes the game. Alright, let's power this bad boy up. Boom. Yeah, I mean, it's a steam engine. You can make it in the vanilla. What I really want to see is what does it look like when I go really far away and it kind of goes into that fog. Oh, foggy little steam engine. I mean, oh, wow, that's moving at like 0 frames per second. I don't know, I'm just so fascinated with this version of Minecraft on a modern framework. Like, you can use shaders on this. Oh, it's so bright. Oh, flashbang. Okay, let me fix this. Okay, maybe Complementary Reimagined is a bad shader because this is blinding. Well, I suppose you have the option, though, to blind yourself. Anyways, but that's not the crit mod. That's not the crit mod. I've got more things to show you. Like how fluid tanks cost chests to make, because, I mean, obviously. Did I call them fluid chests or fluid tanks? I don't even remember. And generally speaking, I think I've done a pretty good job of, you know, removing any recipe that, to make iron nuggets into iron ingots. Now, there's some recipes still left over, but you can't acquire these. Like, check it out. Oh, I thought I left an iron nugget thing in, but you can't get horse armor. One thing I did, what did I do? Oh, yes, crushed raw iron is something I wanted to show off. I was actually a little proud of myself with this one, because as everyone knows, crushed raw iron can be washed into iron nuggets and potentially redstone. But, instead, I've just made it wash into iron ingots and potentially redstone. Just to, you know, I mean, I don't know, keep the cool wash. And I know it doesn't make any sense for it to wash into a full ingot, but it's kind of cool. There you go, see? Fun little recipe. Boop, boop. Another fun thing is because there's no enchanting table, a crushing wheel is actually the best way to process your iron, which is nice. It makes this recipe make a little bit more sense because you can't fortune up your iron because you only get iron ore, so this is the only way to get more than one piece of iron out of your iron. I heard you liked iron, so I put iron in your iron so you can iron while you ironed. Of course, zinc still spawns naturally, as you can see over here. It's definitely got a very modern texture, but brass is easy enough to make once you're able to create, of course, copper. And there's even, like, azurine and crimsite and stuff, and don't even worry about it. You don't get any nuggets out of this stuff. Check it out. Ha 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 ha. Also, sugar canes are used for belts and brass funnels, and even for the things that use pulleys, which normally would require entire, what are they called, blocks of kelp. I just have them use belts because doesn't that make more sense anyways than using a block of kelp? Like a belt would make more sense on these? I don't know. As for rose quartz, I just used flint. It's not an elegant solution, but there's no quartz, and then, you know, sandpaper is all the same, of course. This is just such a cool way to experience the Create mod. There's the old, yeah! Nice, you can't even sprint. It's crazy. But you can create mod, and I think that's fantastic. It'd be really fun to do this in, like, survival. You could do it on a really easy server with some of your friends, you know? It's all 1.20. There's no headache. You could support any mods and plugins. I mean, most mods that have modern items in them won't work because you can't craft anything, but a little bit of Crafttweaker or Cube.js, which I almost immediately found out was easier to use. You should use that. I should have used that. It would have made my life easier. But minor tweaks, and this mod pack can really do anything in beta 1.7.3. And if you want to know how to play this yourself, it's a little bit of a process, but it's not too bad. First thing you're going to want to do is download Spzi's classic pack base, of course, that's off of Modarinth, and then you're going to want to add the Create mod, Create Fabric, and you're going to want to add the two mods, Crafttweaker and Createtweaker. Okay, so Create mod, Crafttweaker, Createtweaker. Got it? Last thing you're going to do in the description is going to be a file called like createbeta.zs. Run the instance and then open up the folder of that instance, you know, the one where you can access like your saves and your screenshots and your crash reports and stuff like that. There should be a folder called scripts that Crafttweaker generated. Drag that createbeta.zs file into the scripts folder and then type the command /reload. You should see it says reloading, Crafttweaker reloaded, all good, and there you go, your recipes are in the game. Alternatively, you don't have to wait for the game to generate the scripts folder. You could just make the folder yourself, lowercase scripts, drag the file inside of it, and then boot up the game and have no problems. And there you go. It could be yours, truly. I know it's not the easiest way to ship it, but I don't know how to ship it as like an add-on to a mod pack, and I don't really want to deal with CurseForge and Modrinth and all that blah blah blah. But if there's enough interest, my members might get a little something special. And there you go. That's the end of the video.